You've also talked about a weird subject called UFC Slap Fest.
Powerslap.
What
Yeah.
the hell is that?
It's probably Dana White's extreme kink, if I may call it. This guy, right before the show initiated, was in news for slapping his wife, and that thing which happened. Everyone knows about it now, so we can talk about it. But Power slap, man, is this where the evolution of humans as a society has landed us, where we are trying to slap each other and knock each other out? I mean, I don't think so. They call it fighting, but I don't think it is
How is it fighting?
any kind of fighting involved in this, because the first rule of fighting is that you need to defend yourself. And I think I've read this point all across the MMA community that there's no defense involved in this. You're just um, what do you call it? Just पुतले को क्या कहते हैं?
A mannequin.
A mannequin standing right there and taking slaps. So it's like I cannot fathom how he could even conceive the idea.
He did not conceive the idea. He is writing behind it because I think it's got a lot of potential to become the biggest thing in the world. I think
It's not. I don't think the numbers are that great. He's just justifying it because every comment section that they post about Powerslap is filled with people ridiculing him. And we have seen some of his responses also where he's acting extremely arrogant and saying, "You don't know what you're talking about. The numbers on this are huge." But again, are we doing things just for a number? Why don't we become like a dark web fighting show, fantasy show kind of thing where you're giving people machetes and knives and asking them to kill each other for just numbers? So this does not make sense at all. There is no skill involved in this. Anyone who can take a slap or give a slap can do this.
I think so. I think it's just a way to concuss people, get them CTEs at a
Yeah, and for what money? For what money? Probably $500,
It
$1,000.
doesn't really matter because every time you hit a slap, I've seen people just go down. It's like eating a punch on your head. Once you eat a punch on your head, you're not allowed to fight for the next 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
So these guys are doing
If you
this.
get knocked out,
Yeah,
right?
if you get knocked out, so it's the same thing as getting knocked out by a punch. It's just the only difference is going to slap you, and they give you a swimming noodle that you hold behind your back,
Yeah.
and just pray to God that you don't pass out. Where is the technique in that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I think Dana White, with the kind of money that he has made, I don't know. I mean, he's just trying
He's
to
definitely
justify
gone
things,
into his head.
justifying things
But here's what I really do not like about this, and which gives an indication that how complicit. Like last time when we were talking about, we discussed how the state athletic commissions and UFC go hand in hand. Where you were like, yeah, they are definitely in bed together, whereas I was like, probably there is a separation. But now sanctioning of this event clearly shows us how closely intertwined they are,
I
right?
think it's all about money.
It's all about money. I think Dana paid them enough money because that Nevada, I think it's the Nevada State Athletic Commission which sanctioned this. They do not even sanction the bare knuckle boxing, thinking it too violent.
Bare knuckle boxing. At least two people are fighting with
At least they
skills.
can defend themselves.
Yes.
Here, people are, as I said, a mannequin standing and getting punched.
It's
Slapped.
ridiculous. So Dana White, I hope you start thinking better and stop this nonsense because a lot of people's lives could be at risk. You know, somebody could be knocked out and just not wake up from that slumber because it is dangerous. Imagine holding a noodle behind your back and just praying to God that you do not get knocked out. How is that even relevant to being you being tough? I mean, some people can stand being hit by a train every once in a while. Doesn't mean you start a sport. A lot of people have.
Probably that's the next idea that
Yeah,
is.
a lot of people survive accidents. A lot of people survive fires. So next time we cannot have two people just run through fire and see who gets burnt or not. So I think it's a ridiculous idea. I agree with you. I agree with everyone who's talking about how shitty it is.
What's the sad side is that watching pros of the past like Forrest Griffin being the referee or the officiating staff who are actually standing behind these
Yeah,
dumb
so
idiots,
so they can just
so they can just catch them before they hit the ground. Why couldn't you just put a cushion there? Why do you need to have a legend of the sport like Forrest Griffin do the job of holding someone who is doing involved in some shit like slap fighting? So it's
just
like
ridiculous. I think the next big idea for you is look at Russia. There should be a tag team championship MMA bouts.
five
People,
on 5,
5 on 5.
basically lynching.
Yeah, basically lynching. I mean, that's a better idea. So, you know what? I know you are the kingmaker right now in the MMA world, but I think you've overcrossed your path this time. So I'm sorry.
Power slap
Power slap
sucks.
sucks big time.